Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm Mysterious JG. We are well and truly into the final stretches of gameplay here. I've got mixed feelings about this LP so far. I remember having really enjoyed this game way back in the day when I played it, and I certainly broke it with the speeded up power leveling with stat boost items equipped. It should allow me to defeat Omega Weapon, which I've never done, which would be fun. And I got all the cards, which I'd never done before, which would be fun. But I've got kind of a weird sense of separation anxiety with this game. Like, that I don't feel like I've spent as much time with it as I did back in the day. Got a strange fondness for the characters, which no longer seems supported. Renoa has, like, a cute character model, and, like, personality-wise, she's... And I got real mixed feelings on Renoa. She seems like a real sweet, fun character in some ways, but there are scenes where she's just so clingy with Squall, it's disgusting. Selphie I remember having really liked, and I think she lived up to my memories, even if she doesn't really have any story role after Disc 1. Well, Disc 2, I guess. She's surprisingly, quiet about what's going on with Trabia once Trabia gets destroyed by missiles. Zell is a dink, as I recall. Kaitis doesn't have as much personality as I even remembered her having, which wasn't that much. Irvine, I remembered as being his only personality. His only goal in life was to get it on with Selphie, but now it's like, wait a second. I think he's actually just more generally horndog than I remembered. And Squall's, of course, a dink. So now, with that kind of annoying little no battle icon over to the side, which is going to be there until I decide to actually, I guess I could just... Oh no, I can't change the... I can change the junction. I could give him no encounters here as opposed to there. But it's actually not a very good idea. I think I'll just live with the icon being there. So I've almost certainly missed battles that we should have been able to find. I don't know exactly where you go to do all this stuff. Oh, there's a painting you can look at. Vividarium Garden. Okay. Oh, there's some kind of puzzle you have to do to unlock Omega, by the way, which I think I'll need help to do. You do something that involves arranging the clock face in the correct way. What? No, I just... Damn it, camera. Viator, messenger. Yeah, something along the way, using these portraits and their messages, you're supposed to figure out Venus, love. Zerapelline, red clothes. Is that what Zerapelline means? I kind of have questions about that. Might as well look at them all. Xyphus, swordfish. That's the password, by the way. For anything that's worth having a password for, swordfish. Zydus, tree-lined road. Okay, I find that one unlikely. Inaudax, cowardice. I'm afraid I don't believe you. Alright. But yeah, the letters and those various words kind of sort of vaguely align with Roman numeral clock positions, and I believe this puzzle is about unlocking Omega Weapon. I might be wrong. I certainly don't want to fight Omega Weapon before we have, like, item and GF and all of our abilities and stuff. That would be a very bad idea, even with super cool stats. The title is too faint to read. The title of this picture is Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do it. I don't think I've got all of the clues. That's wrong, so will I get punished for that somehow? I'm trying to figure... I must have figured this out as a kid without the help of a FAQ, so I'm wondering if I'm supposed to be able to do that now. So it's VIII, III. So VIII, III. Oh, there's other portraits down here we didn't look at, too, that could be part of the clue. But it's 8-3. Ignis Fire. Inundantia Flood. This might be real Latin, I suppose. Some of it probably is. VIII. I don't know how we're doing this. VIII. There's another guy over here. Intervigilium. Maybe after you've seen all the portraits, it just becomes obvious somehow. VIII. I don't know. Spend the whole video dicking around with this thing, which isn't really my intention. I do believe you're supposed to be able to solve it at this point, though. Maybe it has nothing to do with Omega Weapon. There was some clock puzzle with Omega Weapon, though. I'm wondering if there's one on the wall that we can't see, because the camera's positioned where the painting is. Wait a second. Oh. Okay, that is that one. Never mind. It's just the same one in two different camera positions, kind of. Vigil Watchman. Oh, I don't think I'd seen that one. Viator, we definitely saw. Just ran right by one there that... Yeah, we did see Venus before. Pretty sure we've seen all these, but let's give everything another look. It turns out I have to look this up later. We still need... I still believe you need to look at all of the portraits before you are allowed to solve the puzzle correctly. That's right, solve the puzzle. It's turned into Wheel of Fortune now. This game suddenly decides it's fucking Zork Nemesis on us here in the 11th hour. Well, I think the clock may or may not be significant. Well, it's going to be one of those two, JG. VIII. Oh, it's VI, VII, and then three I's. Because the second, I forgot about the second hand. So we need something with a V and two I's, we need something with a V and one I, and we need something with three I's. Three I's, I get it. It's not like that was a pun, JG. So a V and 2 eyes. I'm not seeing a V in... Well, Vividarium has a V and 3 eyes. I'm wondering if we missed a portrait somewhere. Oh, V and 2 eyes is Vigil. And then... oh, crap. It was 8. It was 6, which would be what? IV? No, VI. So VII is... That's 7. Maybe it was 7, not 8. Or I screwed this up. V with an I would be Viator, and then the 3 eyes would be Intervigul... No, that's 4 eyes. What has 3 eyes? That has 2 eyes. That has 1, that has 1. This has more than 3, so maybe it counts. I'm screwing something up here. Okay, I don't think this counts as being the right room. Intervigulum we've already seen. Are there any portraits that are just off in a corner somewhere? Ignis... Oh god, I'm gonna spend the whole video on this puzzle, aren't I? I don't think we'd seen this one. Judgment. This is probably it. That's 3 eyes. Okay, let's double check the... See if it was an 8 or a 7. Because I thought it was an 8 and then I got confused. So we got an 8. We need something with a V and 3 eyes. We need something with a V and 1 eye. And we need something with 3 eyes. No, wait, that's 4. What the f... Oh! Because they're not using an actual proper Roman numeral 4. Which would be IV. They're using I, which is not how the Roman numeral for 4 works, but whatever. So it's 4 eyes, a V and 1 eye, and then a V and 3 eyes. Well, I've definitely got all of them now. So it's a V and 3 eyes, which would be Vivaridium. That's got an extra V, but I don't think that matters. Then we've got a V and 1 eye, which would be Viator. And we got 4 eyes, which is Interviglium. And I got speed up going at some point. And it's still not happy. Maybe I did them out of order. I did do them out of order. It would be hours, then minutes, then seconds. So the hours would be Vivardium. The minutes are Intervigulum, and the seconds is Viator. Vivardium et Intervigulum et Viator. Great. In the garden sleeps the messenger. Okay, thanks. I hope I just didn't unlock a mega weapon, because that wasn't really the intention. Oh, I unlocked you. Face my wrath for seeking thy sealed power, and for taking way too long to solve that puzzle. I didn't use the fact, though. I'm proud of myself for that. And we actually get to scan this guy. The real key to victory. Oh, well, here comes our good friend, Drax only sped up there. Gilgamesh. Oh, and he's going for Zansetsuken. Which I think we'll miss because he's a boss, so thanks. It's like 4 different things he can do, and one of them is Zansetsuken, which doesn't work against bosses. So now at least we get to find out what this thing is before we defeat it, because there's like rando, unexplained bosses floating around throughout this castle. Ooh, and he's got a little friend. Or is it his baby? Trauma. Ultimisia gave partial life to this weapon of the future. Pulse cannon destroys any enemy in its way. It's a fly monster weak against tornado. It's a little late to know that now. Let's find out what's going on with Droma. Droma, born from trauma, a small support machine. Despite its small size, uses pulse cannon just like trauma. So we probably want to get rid of it. Its defense is significantly lower than trauma's. Let's try to mug. Let's see what we can get from these guys. He's got nothing, so it's not really worth worrying about mugging, I guess. Didn't hurt anything. Would it be worth a turn to cast Meltdown on this guy? It'll make the battle go a lot faster, assuming he's not immune. Since we seem to have plenty of it. Let's see if you can mug Droma. Maybe Droma secretly has lots of treasure and Trauma just doesn't. Oh, it's not really... Didn't really have the same kind of difference that Mega Pulse Cannon. That's a lot of damage for characters with maxed out Vitality. That thing probably is like close to a party wipe if you don't have Shell applied and you're fighting with more of a normal party. And not a freak party like we have. But anyway, it won't last too long now that its Vitality is at 0. Yep. Even as I begin the sentence, it's taking battle-ending damage. Well, it's nice that Ultimecia gave that thing partial sentience. I mean, maybe given its druthers it would be nice to us, but it seemed to owe her a solid, so... What do we want back? Now, we got save. Probably draw or GF. GF would give me the Doom Train, which would make any of these battles a joke. I don't think there's any spells that we don't have. The only spell that we don't already have is the one that the final boss carries. So you can draw it, but you're never allowed to actually junction anything to it because, you know, the battle that you have access to that spell in, the game is over. And that being said, I'll take GF first, then draw, then probably item. Item I might just leave till last. We'll do GF. Yeah, we'll do GF. That means I can use Doom Train. Alright, well that's one more room cleared. I don't know if I'm doing this in the right order. There's a couple of these bosses that are kind of dangerous and you really want to save for the end, and actually, one thing I kind of accidentally spoiled for myself, actually, is, I kind of didn't even realize this, but there's a battle coming up where it would be extremely useful to be, immune to fire damage, which I think, Flare, yeah, I think probably everyone already is. Thanks to Flare. Even if I don't have Firaga in elemental immunity. Just having Flare means you're pretty much immune to... Flare and Life together means you're immune to fire. You just get really minor amounts of hit point recovery from it. Oh, and I don't have no encounters on anymore, so be careful with that. Close from the other side. So we got the jail... I figured we would get something else from being in here. Found a hidden draw point that no one can draw from. This looks like something we should be able to interact with. Guess it's certainly got some kind of lock on it. This requires the armory key. So, really, whether or not I rely on the FAQ in this area, it's going to come down heavily to whether I just feel like I'm wandering around aimlessly annoying you guys or not. Because, certainly back in the day, I completed this whole thing without a FAQ, but it did involve a lot of stumbling around trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. There's a whole other kind of direction that we never went in, though. Didn't we sort of start, oh, well, never mind. Maybe I'm... Yeah, we can come back into the main room where we fought Sphinx War. There's a door up there that we didn't ever try, but let's go this way. See what there is to see. I gotta say, it's a neat last level. I like the last level of this game, just as far as spookiness and design and whatnot. And they actually have different names for the rooms because you have to be able to write facts that tell you what... oh, that was interesting. Lightning or something. Lightning's Revenge, or Lightning Returns. Lightning's Revenge. Final Fantasy 13-4, Lightning's Revenge. Okay, so I don't know how to progress in the elevator hall. Can we just ride up in the elevator without switching parties? Is that possible? There are only 1 or 2 little points where you need to actually use both parties, and you can just switch. You won't have full hit points, but you can just switch so that whichever party you're actively controlling has all the GFs. This is somehow not a hallway. This is a passageway. Oh, I think this might be the room where you actually fight Omega Weapon. I remember there being like a big, goofy... chandelier that drops or something. This feels like... Yeah, there's a hatch on the floor, yeah. I mean, this game's all about making us open hatches. It is rusted and cannot be opened. Well, what the hell. Really feels like I should be able to come this way. Just shuffle on this way instead. Because you can get to Ultimecia herself without unlocking everything, which is also not particularly advisable. Oh, this is... So they are recycling some of the names. This is a passageway. That has to be something you can open from the other direction, maybe? I don't get it. Maybe I just need to check the fact just so that we don't make the last, what should be 3 or 4 videos into 10 videos. No one can draw, because I haven't unlocked that yet. Haven't seen a, Oh, maybe this is where Ultima Omega Weapon is. This goofy purple thing here. It might be. Maybe I can go play the organ. Oh no, there's going to be an organ puzzle. Oh crap. Okay, so at some point I have to play a specific notes in a specific order. That'll be a blast, I'm sure. Okay, let's try this again. Did it just render something unwinnable by allowing that thing to drop? I was wondering if you could creep up on it. Maybe I'm supposed to climb down and get it now. And face some horrific boss. Oh, hurry up. may have just rendered the game unwinnable by allowing whatever that was to fall off of the edge of the rickety path. Either way, don't feel like we got that much done in this video, and it's almost time for it to be over. Need to find out a save point is what I need to do. I feel like this is the path that gets us to the end. This isn't right. We shouldn't be here yet. My instincts are telling me this is like you fight the final boss near the very tippity top of the castle. Oh, we got some Castlevania jumping along on. I bet you we get to jump onto this thing, yeah. Oh, seems a little early to fight you as well, Tiamat, but I guess I'll give it a shot. Face my wrath for seeking this sealed power. This is the one against whom you really need to have fire safety. You gotta be cool about fire safety. Be cool. He's basically a pallet swap at bomb, but he does really high damage, fire-based damage with his Mega Flare. I think other than that, you're pretty safe. And again, without the draw command, I'm missing what elements, or what stuff you would get from what guy. Used to be a GF, became a monster under Ultimecia's power. Its Dark Flare destroys all enemies. So a good monster against whom to have Flare as an elemental defense. It's got about 3 times the hit points of the previous bosses we've been fighting. So I think you're supposed to fight him late. Hopefully this will work out okay, because I haven't saved recently. And he's got nothing. Let's get Meltdown going. I'm glad I stocked up on a bunch of Meltdown. Oh, I have GF now. I should have just done Doom Train. But anyway, this will end a lot faster with Meltdown than... It's possible we won't even get to see it use Mega Flare. Alright, I'll try it this time. Yeah, I think you can get it up to 250, but some of them don't give you a long enough animation to make that really plausible. They don't really have very unique dialogue, do they? Face my wrath for trying to regain your Dar. Not sure what that's about. But yeah, he's not really he just does Mega Flare. He's like a gimmick boss. Dark. Fuh. Darth Marengi's Dark Place? Or? Yeah, we didn't even get to see Mega Flare. Oh well. It looks the same as it does when Bomb it does it. It just does more damage unless you're immune to Flare, which we are, so. So we'll go ahead and get Draw, just in case we start finding enemies that give us Meltdown, so we don't have to keep stealing it from Selfie. Status Guard's a good one. I don't know if I'm going to bother to use these items that are starting to pile up. So, we definitely want Limit Break before we fight Omega Weapon or the final boss, for sure. There are enough bosses. Omega Weapon doesn't count as one of them either, for you to get all of your abilities back. In fact, you are supposed to do so. So, alright, now I just need to kind of, it wasn't you, it was Renoa, or it was Kaitis who used Meltdown, wasn't it? Yeah. Need to find a place to save, and, this is definitely the point of no return for this song. I believe the top of these stairs is the end of the, top of these stairs, I believe, is the actual path to. Oh, I might be wrong. Maybe there's. Well, you know what? Maybe there'll be a save point right before the boss. That would actually be perfectly handy. We can actually start drawing magic again. Oh. It's getting pretty convoluted. I no longer feel like this is a particularly efficient way to try to find a save point. Yeah, that's like the end. We don't want to be here yet. But it does have a save point, so... I just decided I don't care about having limit breaks. And limit breaks are really fun to use against the final boss, because final boss has multiple forms, fuck ton of hit points. It's a great place to just like cut loose with like attacks where you're dealing 999 damage like 10 or 20 times over the course of one attack. It's a lot of fun. So you definitely want to have your limit breaks for this. But yeah, instead what we've got right now is me pondering whether I should check the fact just to be more efficient, because I believe other than fighting Omega Weapon, there's really nothing left that's going to be difficult. I'm thinking this might be... I gotta go take a break, get some lunch. I'm just going to get my car washed. But yeah, I think this is probably today's recording sessions for me. It might be the end of this LP. So I really got to ponder whether I want to check the FAQ walkthrough and just figure out how to do this efficiently and not waste a lot of time. Tough call, folks. Anyway, catch you guys next time as we don't fight Ultimecia, despite the fact that we have reached the save point. That room that we're about to enter is the final boss chamber. So we actually need to back off and start finding some, like, you know, we never found the armory key. There's there's a puzzle with an organ. Like, we got to go back and figure out that stuff and, you know, see all there is to see in the last castle. And we'll work some more on that next time. Bye-bye.